Why, hello. I actually just did this recording about 2 minutes into it when I realized it was not recording the audio for the game. So I'm gonna fast forward, get through all this BS. And we're recording the game audio, so that's good. I'm just gonna keep it on this. And click it back. So you see my start and stuff. You'll notice that we are getting speed. I'm playing jungle just because I queue with the Bloodwolf, who's a Braxis. You see him on Uller. He's more comfortable at ADC. I am too, but you know, it's just I usually give it to him just because I don't really mind playing other roles, depending. Even support I'm warming up to as long as it's, you know, for a friend or something. But anyway, you'll notice this is important that we do left wave and then we get elemental so quickly. And that's just because you'll see, if I press tab on the bottom, Amaterasu has Hand of the Gods. And I'm sorry that the map is backwards and all that. It's just, you know, it's how it is in Smite. If you're Chaos side, then you're the bad guys. It's stupid, but that's how it is. And Amaterasu went to the elementals and then back to lane. She probably should have helped us with those mid camps because it would have gotten her more levels. She would have been level 3 for this wave. Which would have been great for her clear, but, you know, whatever. Not my business. And I'm already getting poked. Spoiler alert. I know you're watching. This game is 23 minutes long, so... yeah. Didn't have to mention that. I don't know why I did. Raw got messed up. I wanted to go see if those mid-camps were down, because I don't know when they could have done them, but they clearly did them. Sorry for whoever's inviting me now. But after I'm done this, I'm going to bed. So if you're someone that watches my videos, just know. What time is it? It's 11:30 p.m. Alright, so we're farming decently well. They're both level 4. Okay, no, Pompey's level 3. We're both level 4. He just hit 4, which means we're ahead technically a little bit. Nothing to brag about, but I'm glad that I avoided that slow from Bastet. Because I already used both my health pots. Both my mana pots. And she's doing what exactly? I don't know what Bastet thought. I'll have my ult. Yeah, she got me with that. Sad tales. And this is actually, the reason I'm doing this is mostly response to a comment that, yeah, I got beads, it sucks. Mostly response to a comment that said, hey, I like your videos, but I like it when you explain what you were doing even more. And I can't really explain me getting fucked by cats, but I can tell you that I truly did get romped. I guess the best case scenario would have been if Ra would have sniped them, they would have died, but I don't expect him to do that. That's some next level play right there. And I'm gonna fast forward it. Hey Pablo, I'm recording.
Did you tell your viewers about how you're about to go to bed?
I told them it's only a 23-minute long video. Actually, yeah, and then I said afterwards I'm going to bed. Because someone invited me and I said whoever that was, because it doesn't show up while I'm recording. I said sorry, but I'm going to bed after this. Because, you know, my roommate... For those of you that didn't hear, Pablo walked in and he's complaining because we're not sleeping yet. We share a room, so...
I just want you to get ready. Like, to mentally prepare, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But, the first, like, 3 days, when I was, yeah, it's just a quick one.
I mean, it better be a real quick one.
But, like, when I was sleeping with Ali, the first, like, 5 days, I stayed up until, like, 2 a.m. just by myself on my phone.
And then you adjusted?
Yeah, we would go to bed at, like, 11, I'd be like...
Alright, I killed Nuwa there because she was 1 HP and Ra missed his snipe. Pablo's trying to tell me a story, but I'm trying to tell him not to. But you eventually adjusted is what you're saying?
Yeah, like,
yeah.
I slowly started when, like, I started sleeping earlier.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Ra missed his snipe there, and because Nuwa was 1 HP, I wasn't really worried, because even if Bastet would have catsed, I was pretty sure Ra would have had his 1 and his 3 up in time. And, yeah, so I wasn't worried about it. And this game was like 2 days ago, so I don't really remember what happened. so it's gonna be hard to commentate on like these lulls in the action when there's nothing going on. And also I'll do this just so you can see builds. And I don't know if Hydra's Lament will be good after the patch. I think it still will be. It just lost 5% cooldown. But I think it's really good on Batz especially because he has crit. And if you pair like Deathbringer with Hydras, it's really good. And I don't even get Deathbringer, but if you do, that's really good. I actually just get all the crit items, or all the penetration items on Batz. And I don't know what Tyr was doing. And you can probably imagine how this goes, considering there's 3 of us here. But, Pablo's happy, and, like, made me sure to tell you that he bought a wand. Pablo was just at Disney, and then went on a cruise. And Universal Studios and all that. Yeah, I ulted her, but I don't think she dies here. Or she dies on her way down. She's 1 HP. Yeah, the old flopperoo gets her. And Sebek thought he was going to try and hit me, but I got out of there. The only reason I ulted there earlier was actually because I wanted to kill Nuwa, but also it was still, like, it was in the range of the tower that if someone would have tried to walk out of the tower, like the Bastet, it would have knocked her back into it. So she had to jump or stay in tower range. And Ra just wrecked. So my team's fighting here, and I don't really have a whole lot of mana, which is really important to note, because I haven't had a lot of mana this entire game. I don't know if Batz is like uses a lot of mana, but for some reason this entire game I was running out, and so I couldn't really do anything, especially when like Tyr's chasing Ra like that. Yeah, you gonna put some pants on?
No, I'm going to bed.
All right, dang.
Dude, I just got the worst headache.
Worst what?
The worst headache.
Take some Advil.
I don't take medicine, dude. I know.
I've seen you take medicine. What are you talking about?
I don't take medicine.
I was so pissed here. Not only does he get that, but he uses cats, and I die. I used bees to try and get away, like from the slow, and Rob was clearing the wave. Didn't know that I was dying, which is pretty annoying because I didn't have to die there. But I guess when I'm dead, we should probably watch Abraxas. Nah, he's not doing anything. Watch this Ra, who's also not doing anything. Who's about to get plucked and killed. Yeah, he's definitely dead. Unless he has Aegis. Nope. Alright, I'm coming from base. Do I get this? Yeah, okay, I ult him here. To keep him in tower range, and then, yeah. I didn't need to ult there, but at this point I had Hydra's finished, as you can see. And that's 15% cooldown, so I wasn't worried about wasting the ult, because I knew it'd be back up soon. And also I'm going to get Jotuns right after. So, not sweating about using an ability or two that I don't need to. I don't really remember what I was going for here. Guess I was just wasting time. I guess we didn't have vision of that ward. I guess that was a normal ward. He dashes in. Do I have ult? No, I don't. But oh yeah, he gets demolished. I don't even think Ra would have had to have sniped there. And look, why did we not go in? Like, we had 4 people here? 3? And still, why did I not get a heal? I was pissed. Because that was, at that point, that was a slowed Nuwa in a 3v2. I just think it would have been really good to aggress there. Clearly, they thought differently. But even just the Ra heal would have been a lot, and I didn't get any of that. It might have been a cooldown, but even still. Kill her. 1v1 her. Wow, he missed his one. She was slowed. He's dead. He's actually dead. Okay, I didn't realize this round might have been really bad. Like, in the game, he hit a sniper too, but, like, what was that? That Sobek split push that everyone's been talking about. So good. Yeah, they take red, but I just wanted speed, so I didn't care, and I wanted it bad enough to do this. So yeah, I ulted for speed, but... Speed buff's pretty important, just because when you're an assassin and you're melee ranged, if your abilities are down, you have to catch up to people to actually hit them. And it sucks not being able to do so. I jumped out because I just got rooted by the Nuwa, and I thought I was going to get plucked. That would have been bad. Alright, so I have a ward there, they don't. I just saw their blue coming up, and it looked like Nuwa, she's over my ward, it looked like she was coming to follow me, but she wasn't. And so I'm pretty sure at this point I'm like telling my team to retreat, but they keep fighting. I guess they're fighting under tower, which isn't bad. But Amma and I are getting tower. We got blue buff, so even if we lose tier 1, we're just trading tier 1s. We also got blue buff. And after I hit him a couple times, I realized this is pointless. And I leave. Because this is like the best point where tier is in the game. His heal does pretty much all of his health, and he has a tank item online. I ulted to get Ra out. He changed direction, so it didn't even help that much. I was pretty upset. Did I get her here? Nope. I think I die, actually. No, I didn't. Don't die. Oh yeah, I beads because I thought he was going to fearless me, and I was like, alright, mid-fearless, as he's about to fearless, I'll be CC immune, so I'll beads and turn around, and he'll be on the other side of me. I guess the best thing that came out of that was that Sobek chased me down, and he wasted his time, but it sucks because I used beads. Meanwhile, Abraxas is 1-0. I think Uller is probably the only hunter I still buy trans on. Or Shibalanke. I think AMC, it's not as important. And maybe Scotty, but she's like an ability-based hunter. But I guess it doesn't matter. You can build her for auto attacks, but her dog is stupid. So there's no point. I don't remember who called gold here. I don't remember if we get it either. I think Ross snipes it. I ult for it. Yeah. Red team gets it. Nice. Pompeii dies, which is always good. And I jump in here. I'm going ham. I teleport to try and block off the Sobek. We get him, which is nice. And I don't think we get Nuwa here. Alright, I have to be wrong. Yeah, okay, I was wrong. Right now, I have Jotuns? No, I don't even have Jotuns yet. So, like, my ults right now, they're 60-second cooldown-ish. 62, I think. I was calling Fire Giant, and I wish Blood would have followed, but he went into the other lane, and then Amaterasu went mid. And I think if we would have had Abraxas there, we would have been fine, but... Guess he just wanted that farm, you know? It just sucks because it would have been a free fire. They had 3 people dead. Either would have been a free fire or we would have baited out a couple kills. But didn't happen that way. I'll just fast forward this because I'm in base. I do have Jotuns and Essential Ward, so. Looks like we're base racing right now. We're pushing right side, and yeah, they're in left. This is when I back. Alright, okay, I don't back, I jump over. This is probably the worst smite play I've ever made in my life. So just know while you're watching this that I was lagging, and my mouse disconnected. And that's what happened. Huh? I know, that's why, because that's a Smite thing. Whenever you fuck up, you go, dude, I was lagging. But I was just a bad play on my part. The ult was fine, everything else was fine. I should have just jumped out. Or I should have waited for them to go in and cleared the wave, and then ulted. Or actually, I guess that's what I did. So yeah, the ult was fine. But anyway, we get a Phoenix for it, so they get a couple towers, we get a Phoenix. I don't really care. That teleport accomplishes nothing.
You have but one chance to surrender.
The spam taunting.
You have but one chance to surrender.
Like I said, I just get all the pen items, because Deathbringer's nice, but like, you actually hit for a lot. Especially in like tanks. The nice thing about Batz with all the pen items and Hydras is that you can ult tanks and kill them within the time frame, which is not something you can normally do. Yeah, I was gonna wait to do this wave, but Amaterasu didn't want it. I'm level 15 at 16.5 minutes, which for jungle is pretty decent. It's not like anything to brag about, but it's pretty good. So here I noticed that they were low, so I was like, what up? I missed with that. I get his beats, so I'm fine with that. Aegis saves me, the raw heal's good. This was where I kind of disagree with my team. We should have just gotten tower. Like you can see me swinging away at it. But I'm taking damage and I don't want to die. And then I die to him. We should have just backed off. We ended up losing 2 people. They only lost 1. And I think we should have just taken the tower and fallen back. The only thing is I'm talking to Abraxas in these comms. I'm not talking to anybody else. So there's really no way of me like telling people like, hey, back off. Get the tower. But oh well. Oh yeah, and Amaterasu does a good job here of buying time. Because they could have done Fire Giant. We have everyone dead but her. And honestly, they should have just done it anyway. Because they have better confirm with the new Wall Burst. And, well, they don't have Sobek ult, but even still. Yeah, she missed the one thing and she dies for it. But she bought enough time that there's 3 of us alive now. And if they go for Fire Giant, then we just kill them. Paul, do you remember when you called Fire Giant Red Giant? That one time? Alright, so I got...
Remember when everyone called me the Iron Giant because I caught that game-winning touchdown pass?
No. Pablo, you didn't play football, man.
I don't know that. I played football.
You remember? For those of you that don't know, my friend Pablo played soccer, and my cousin went to a school like an hour away, and we convinced my cousin's one friend that Pablo was like an all-American running back that was like 6'3". Do you remember that?
Yeah.
When we were playing Xbox with him. Alright, so I jumped in here. I didn't know they were doing gold, but Sobek ulted late, and so we got it. Abraxas, I think, got it with his 1. And so basically, I was just jumping over. I was like, hey, let's do gold. And then I saw it was like almost dead. So that was a really fortunate play. And I ulted to get Rom out of the area. And Sobek doesn't know how to right click, so that was good for us. Also, I think I finished my pen. Yeah, I would have gone Brawlers, but the Titan's Bane, I noticed I was attacked a lot by Tyr this game and Sobek. And Sobek was not doing too well. He like was not tanky at all. So yeah, he has Salve. That's about it. So I was just thinking, I'll go on. Oh, he didn't get Watcher. Oh, wait, he got Watcher's 3rd instead of Vanguard 3rd. Yeah, she was trying to split push, but you know, she's a bitch. Ra wasted his beads for the spam laugh, which I think is always worth it because it's hilarious. And now we can finally do Fire Giant where they're not going to defend it. I have my ult, so if they want to come in and try and fight, that's fine. Braxis is doing a ton of damage to it because he's an ADC. He's building Kins, but he still does enough damage. I was like, hey, let's attack left lane, and they all went middle. I was like, alright. Fair enough. But I was just gonna split push anyway because they still had their Bastet dead, and we have Fire Giant, so the 4v4 should be in our favor like 100% of the time. So I didn't mind doing this. I also have Titan's Bane, which means I'll attack tower for a good bit. You see 180? That's pretty good. I didn't see him there, I'm not gonna lie, he scared the shit out of me. Right here I thought maybe I'd get a good ult, and I ult, and she uses her beads and Aegis. And she dies for it, so that was worth it. Tyr blinked in, I tried to slow him there, but the flop got to him first. He dies. And I think there's 3 minutes left this game. I get one more kill. Yeah, my team was crazy, going for kills and stuff. I just wanted to win the game, because I think this was either my promo game or my demotion game. So I wanted to make sure that I won, either way. She jumped in, and honestly, we could have killed her, but I just wanted to get out. Mostly because I had a lot of gold, 3,000 gold. And I wanted to buy brawlers. Yeah, 3,100. Honestly, I could have just waited and got Deathbringer, but again, I don't hate on Deathbringer on Humbats. It obviously is great, but I just don't get it. If I would get it instead of Crusher, but full pen Humbats just hits. It's just so much more fun to not have to rely on crit, and you can still get it if you do his ability chain right because of his passive. So, and I don't know why he ulted there. Oh yeah, he was pissed I got speed, I guess. Whatever. Alright, so you notice Uller right now, 6-1. I'm 4-5. And at this point in the game, I have more damage than he does, so you could say he was KSing. Yeah, I hit him for 470 there. Look at how much damage I'm doing to him. Like, that's why I build full pen pretty much. She got crit for 700 and died instantly. I know with Deathbringer it would be in like 1,000 level crits, but if you don't crit, then you're screwed if you buy Deathbringer. And we had no reason to kill this guy except for the fact that we wanted to, and that's pretty much what we're doing right now. And our team's ending the game. I'm 5-5. Blood was 7-1, or Abraxas, whatever you want to call him. I don't know how our Raw went positive after seeing what I saw in mid earlier, but he went 6-4. His build's pretty whack. I can understand getting Warlock Sash and then Chronos Pendant, but getting Spear that early? He must have just had the gold for it and felt like, you know, why not? Because that just doesn't make any sense. But hey, that's just me. First win of the day. Nice. Hey, yeah, Mastery 7 on Humbats now. Cool. And you'll see I finished with more player damage. Actually, I had the most in the game. That's cool. But he had 7,000 structure damage. LOL. And no wards. So basically I carried healing. I guess 11,000 is about right for 20 minutes. He could have bought like Asclepius and then in the next 10 minutes got another 10,000 or 11,000, but that's fine. And wow, I even had as much minion damage as he did. Dude, I was carrying. I didn't even realize, but I was actually carrying. But just kidding. Alright, okay, so I'm sorry I double tap, but I am going to bed. Pablo, do you have any closing remarks? Alright, good talk. You might have to say it loud and proud. You got 10 seconds.
Disney World isn't the happiest place on Earth. The happiest place on Earth is whenever I'm with you, Eli.
Alright, if you guys didn't hear that, then good, because it was cheesy. But I hope you enjoyed. And also thank you to whoever commented and said they'd rather have some videos where I explain what I'm doing instead of just playing it normally. So I'll try to do some live videos like this too. But this video was just convenient because it was a bit shorter, and Pablo doesn't stay up past 9 p.m. anymore. So good night, and thanks for watching.